Alright, hello everyone! Hello, we're back with more Outer Worlds. Okay, so I know this part of it isn't as exciting because now we're in like an area where we're going to be doing a lot of talking probably, but that's okay.
Can we talk?
Yeah.
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering.
I'm interested in that McGred bounty. Where will I find him?
Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Do the legwork.
I mean, that was the plan. I'll take the posting.
You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head, or his lucky lighter, as proof of kill.
Right.
I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Good luck and skip speed to you.
Alright. What bounties do you have available?
Still waiting to hear back on that bounty for McRed. That aside, not much else. Groundbreaker's keeping calm at the moment.
Alright. So what's it like, working security on a detail in a space station?
Do I look like your gossipy best friend?
Yes.
While I'm on post, I take my duties real serious. I would have no qualms whatsoever escorting you to a cell. Understand?
Well, you'll have to fight me.
Then get to business or get moving.
What's a Mardet?
We're the security force here on Groundbreaker. Started back before the crossing, you know.
Why Mardet and not guard or officer?
The original force was made up of a Marine detachment from the 77th Marine Expeditionary Unit, Trailward Fleet.
As if anybody knows what that is.
Folks started calling us Mardets because it was easier to say. Guess it stuck.
Alright, well, we got ourselves a side quest here. Well, another one. Okay, we got a map. So, let's go to our journal here. We got a few side quests we can do. We gotta do these 3. We gotta do the companion quest. What is... Meet groundbreaker's engineer. Okay. Ask Ada about the SAM unit. Okay, let's go back to our ship and ask Ada about the SAM unit, and then we can go from there, because we might be able to find something to repair it in this place, so I may as well do that now. Yo.
Hey there, you mind stepping back? This charming little ship's been impounded and I'm afraid I can't let you near it till it's not.
Can you help me get this cleared up?
I'd surely love to, but that's just not my bailiwick. You'll want to have words with our representative here from the board, Mr. Udom Bedford. His office is on the promenade.
Does it seem hot in here to you?
I ain't felt so much as a tepid breeze in weeks. I hope Miss Chief Tennyson gets that fixed soon.
Well, it doesn't smell as bad here as Edgewater's graveyard in high summer, so guess I can't complain.
Either way, let's not stick around so long we all roast alive. No offense, Ms. Elson, I'm sure whatever critical problem needs fixing will get patched in time.
Whew. I'm starting to feel like a sisty roast in all this armor. Have yourself a pleasant day.
Okay, so we can't go and do that, so we are going to shift our quest to that one. I don't mind doing the side quests in that, as long as, like, you know, it feels like you're getting some sort of tangible reward for it. If you're not really getting anything worth your time, or like the rewards feel like crap, then no. But level ups in this feel like pretty significant, so. And on top of that, I got a new thing that lets me get +10 to my dialogue, so I have like over 60 with them now. In both Intimidate and Persuade. Which, by the way, guys, what do you think we should level up? Persuade, Lie, or Intimidate? I'm thinking Persuasion's probably the best one. Oops.
What do you think you're doing?
I did not mean to pick that up.
Just be careful next time.
Yeah, I did not even mean to push the button. My bad. That was just fucking... persuasion came in handy. So, small bitch finally learned how to use a phone. Yeah, we're not quite up to 850 yet.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
My bad. Alright, so before we do this... Where is that? It's just right here. Cool. I hate you so much.
I know she's in there. You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am...
What seems to be the problem?
Can I buy supplies from you? You seem well stocked.
Not without dispensation from Chief Junlei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here.
What do you mean?
We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supplies here on Groundbreaker. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics, as well as more critical resources like adequately trained staff.
Okay.
We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs, and that's simply not tenable.
Sure.
Take care.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene?
Not really, I just want to talk to you.
See, Furu? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jessie in the first place.
What's this about your friend?
Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay?
You look a lot like
As
Zoe.
for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
Maybe I can look in and just say, wait, you don't even like her and you're checking on her?
You say that like it's weird.
None of my business. I'm just curious.
I just don't like to leave a debt unpaid, that's all.
Maybe I can look in on Jesse.
Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
A quest objective requires you to enter a restricted area. If caught inside, you'll be shot on sight. Using a disguise will prevent immediate hostilities. How do I use the disguise, though? I mean, first we should save our game. That's probably a good plan. But yeah, how do we use the hologram? To Captain Arian, subject, where are my automechs? I need a status update, Arian. I know you boasted about the Scylla shortcut, but could you perhaps venture through a pocket of space that isn't infested with pirates? You know, pirates. The ones who love cargo and hate rules? Here in Medbay, we have blunt tools, watered-down meds, long shifts, and shaky hands. Don't let me down. Wait, you have... That's concerning. That shudders. I'm at my wit's end coordinating with my authority outside of Groundbreaker. The board won't dispatch a surgeon unless Junlei agrees to share a third of all docking revenue, and Spacious Choice won't send supplies unless we make an exclusive deal to use their products. No thank you. I've seen enough shoddy needles breaking off in patients' arms. I need to chat with Junlei about this, but she has problems of her own. Some of us are growing concerned about the cost of the Groundbreaker's independence.
Something I can help you with?
I'd like to suggest it well.
If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her.
The records say, have you actually spoken to her yourself?
She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying.
Okay.
Take care.
Can I go in here? Here, hi.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
Wheeler told me to tell you to get off his ass about your shipment. But Wheeler says your shipment won't be coming in soon. Better myself, isn't this the med bay?
He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate.
Okay. What do you need mechanicals for?
Surgery, mostly. Medical personnel are difficult to come by on Groundbreaker.
What the fucking vector? What's that?
The board won't let their doctors and nurses station here, and they own all the medical schools. If we can't hire their people, we can't hire anyone. Everyone on staff here on Groundbreaker was trained by me or Idris. We're good, don't get me wrong. But we've only 2 heads between us, and we don't know everything.
Try to find him.
I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Can't be worse than the bugs.
Keep hanging around, and what can I do for...
Nothing for now.
You have yourself...
There's
Okay.
something weighing on my mind.
What's up? Where are you? Where'd you go? Here he is. What's up, Victor?
Captain, if I could trouble you for a moment of your time, while we're on the Groundbreaker, I may have an idea for how we could find a translator.
Does somebody who can read the book?
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
That sounds like a good lead, but how do we find him? Seems like a bit of a long shot. Makes you so sure. Seriously? Only one guy in this whole colony can translate French?
The only one I'm aware of. I suppose we could always just ask random passers-by if they are fluent in it.
Hey, I'm the captain here. Only I get to be a smartass. The sarcasm is duly noted will be reflected on your review.
1,000 pardons, my good captain. I thought we were engaging in witty repartee.
We are.
Now, as far as tracking down this scholar, fortunately, we're in the perfect place to start. This is where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
How will a crew manifest help us track down your scholar friend? How is it that a simple vicar may have says to be a highly skilled hacker?
Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
Sounds good, let's go.
Thank you, Captain.
Alright, so we just gotta get access to that. We also need, patient experienced unusual side effects post-hibernation after his latest voyage. Complains of longer days and increased boredom, as if time itself is slowing down. I've never seen complications this severe, and I'm prescribing a high dosage of stims. While I'm optimistic I can address the symptoms, this cause still troubles me. I'm going to try reaching out to the conveyor crews and some court docs to, I know on Terra 2 for answers. Update. I've learned that interstellar crews call the condition skip flu, and everyone I ask says that they know someone who had it. In extreme cases, they say the person's body and mind break down entirely. Board medics, the few who bothered to reply, insisted the patient was making it up to shirk their duties. I don't believe my patient is malingering, but how do I prove that when the board won't even review my evidence? A lot of blood here. I can just sleep in that bed. Anyway, we need to find a ID card, because I'm fairly certain if I step into this restricted area, I'll probably die. Okay, there we go. You found an ID cartridge to use with the holographic shroud. You will now automatically disguise when you enter the restricted area. Okay, so we're gonna save before we go in here, because I'm probably gonna fuck it up and die. But yeah. Best message was shot on sight and find. Will be shot on sight and find. Okay. Holographic disguise activated. Your holographic shroud has activated, giving you temporary access to the restricted area. Moving drains the shroud's energy. When it runs out, personnel will see and interrogate you. Talk your way out of interrogation to reset your shroud. It will get harder to talk your way out the more you are interrogated.
You're sure this is perfectly safe? I'd rather not die early of an infectious disease myself.
What I should do. Journal. Quests. Okay, no. Who goes there? Weapons from the void, no. Pushing back. Oh no. Forest contact? Talk to Jesse. This is apparently a companion quest? Oh, Ellie might be a companion then. Okay.
For the last ratted on rotten time, leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you?
Ellie sent me.
Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine.
Case in point! Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Jeb Club. We play a variety of games here, so if you like games like this, RPGs, want to make a recommendation of your own eventually, hang out with us. I will give most games a shot. If you're interested, here's what we got coming up on stream. And if you want to just chat or just lurk, that's also fine. I won't be calling you out from here. She is worried about you a lot.
Criminy. She really ain't gonna drop this, is she? Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
Hey there.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath.
God, she looks
You,
just like
ain't
somebody I
looking
know in
for
real
it, are you?
life.
See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
Ellie asked me to help you, so that's what I plan to do.
Udon Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me.
What did you do that got you into trouble?
What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear.
This NPC looks just like somebody I know in real life. But like, not like, no, just somebody I like went to school with. I don't think I knew their name. I don't think I didn't know their name, but it's somebody I used to see around the halls. Love with me or walk away right now. Yet you think the board is someone that now you're hiding out.
Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing.
Okay.
All right, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the Blood Tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years.
Unlikely. What does this have to do with the board?
Udon was my buyer for when I'd acquired the diamond. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond. and it crumbled to stardust in my palm.
Not really your fault.
Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent. Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Yeah, 9,600 EXP for that? Awesome. Hey, not gonna lie, Udom's a bit of an idiot, and also, it's a little crazy that, it's a little crazy that, you'd put, like, such a huge deposit on something
Any word on Jesse?
that may not be real. She's in debt with the board, and thinks someone's after her. I'll handle it.
Good luck. The board's got an office on the promenade just before engineering. You can't miss it.
Alright. Guess that's what we're doing. Waste disposal. Alright, we gotta go in here just to see if PMet's in here. Maybe you can hack these doors if you want. I don't know why anybody would.
I was wondering what they do with their waste. I guess they just chuck it down here. Where's it all go? How about I stay up top? You know, keep watch.
Wish you had Jesse's girl. You wish that I had Jesse's girl. Where can I find a woman like that, Mira? This guy's name is Steve Door. Crumpled instructions. Frankie got a lead on some local salvage. One of the groundbreaker's old hangars was bricked over until someone found it by poking around the Steve Door's quarters. Lilia gave us the go-ahead to plant her flag once we clear the new arrivals. I'm sending you out to scout. Look for a loose panel. You gotta climb on top of their bunks and head toward the back wall. Lilia says we should watch our backs. She thinks we're being tailed. In other words, typical Lilia. Steve Door. Well, 10 gauge. How do you get a girl like that? How can you find a woman like that? Well, I'm sure you just gotta search in some seedy underbelly. This is a public terminal. Messages. Alright. Anyone seen Private Taylor? Haven't seen him in days. And where are we on the toilet clog? If Chief Guyang has taught me anything, it's that a crew's morale is proportional to the quality of their outhouse. You take away a crew's plumbing and you take away their privacy and dignity. So let's get that toilet fixed. Groundbreaker meetup. Even though it's been nigh on 20 years since our last meetup on the Groundbreaker, I was hoping we can get the old gang back together. I understand that things have changed. Some of us are long-range haulers, some of us have gone corporate, some of us are likely dead, and some of us are on Tartarus and not reading this message. But I haven't lost hope. No one responded to my last invite. I hope that means your schedules are full up with family gatherings and job opportunities. Stay free, freelancers. Wildcat Group. This is from Iceman to the IS Conveyors Collective. Subject: Conveyors Rights. Hi all, so I just got off ice from a round trip to Deshkova. 2 years out, 2 years back. Imagine my surprise when we de-thawed and Groundbreaker comms told us our docking was going to be delayed. 1 hour turned into 5, then days went by. In the end, we spent an entire goddamn week waiting for a berth on this law-fucked bolt bucket. And because we were kicking our heels all that time, not a one of us got paid. I don't know about you, but I got expenses, a family I don't see often enough, debt you wouldn't fucking believe, and even if I'm not working, I still gotta make payments. Does that seem proper to you? Don't we conveyors have rights? We should do something about this. If you agree, leave a message here, and I'll respond when I get back from Jensen in 3 years. Iceman out. This message is no longer accessible at your clearance level. Your attempt to access this message has been logged. Okay. Public notices regarding food situation. To those of you who have raised concerns about the quality of the Groundbreaker's victuals, yes, I am aware the promenade stinks. Allow me to put the matter to rest. Our ancestors didn't rise from humble beginnings on a diet of spratwurst and borscht. But that's the reality of life up here. If you can't salt it, can it, or zip it up in a pouch. Then we're not picky about calling it food. Spacers make do with what they have, and what we have is smelly meat, lots of salt, and even 11 kinds of mustard, last time I counted. Try and enjoy it. Shipped and pounded. This is a general notice about our impound policies. If the board impounded your ship, take it up with the board. Their embassy is the gaudy building of opposite Sublight Warehouse. Send them your questions, outstanding fees, and hate mail, especially hate mail. If Groundbreaker impounded you, pay your damn fees and don't bother my people. JT. Urgently looking for a new crew to sign on with. I've been stuck in Halcyon for almost a year now. Don't know what's holding up my next posting. Never had to wait this long to get another freighter. I had planned to take one of the rare long hauls back to Earth, but I haven't been able to find any, and even the shorter skips to the inner world seem rarer than the outer worlds these days. Haha, outer worlds. If anyone has any information about upcoming work, please post it here. Down on my luck. Hey, so here's my story. My ship limped into Groundbreaker in a rough state. We couldn't make the repair fees and the docking fees, refueling, or the fees for not being able to pay our fees, so I'm kind of stuck here now. Then they took my ship and sold it off as scrap. Now my credit is shot to hell and corporate freighters won't hire me. I'm hoping someone with a bunk to spare and places to go is feeling charitable. Thanks for listening. This notice was posted 56 times in 632 days. Wow, it's almost 2 years. Anyway. Vector stated, apparently you are me. Tengage, what do you mean? Vector is so famous that he steals other other people's identities without trying. Ah, right. Miro thinks you are me and I am you. I am thou, thou art I. Well, I do wish I was you. How come? No one would wish to be me. Because you are the most famous streamer. I'm sure you can reach that level of notoriety someday, Tengage. From Tasei's dialogue, this is the perspective. This is a really long internal dialogue. That wouldn't exactly be wrong. Oh, he said the thing. I did.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are board property. Disperse now, or I'll detain you for trespassing.
Oh, real scary. You're really gonna arrest us on our station?
Yeah, this is Chief Junlei's ship. You don't own shit here.
Hey, look, it's Grace again.
I'm required by board bylaws to use excessive force.
The Mardettes would space you for trying, you waste of O2 scrubbers.
Yeah, O2 scrubbers.
Look, just get out of here before I tell your captain what you've been getting up to on the clock.
Ah, whatever. We got a date at the loft.
Ah, the board. Organized, efficient, competent. Well, mostly.
I think everything in here is worth more than I made in my whole life.
But a scandal has rocked the League and
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Alex is dead. Forget Alex. Why'd you impound my ship? I'm going to wring your scrawny neck, you sprat fuck. Give me back my ships. Alex isn't, but I'm here to return Infinity as well. Let's not do that yet.
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
I'm sorry for your loss. Forget Alex.
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have.
Hi, Mira. What was your relationship with him?
He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
Lie 15. Yup, he sure did.
Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die?
He was eaten alive by feral cannons. He died in an escape pod accident. Trust me, you don't want the details.
Oh, awful business that. But why? How? No. Best not to ask after the gory details.
I like how I haven't engaged in this conversation at all, and you guys have now made a hate about how I can't tell the difference between the two of you. I feel like we should just refer to ourselves as we from now on, just to fuck with Mira. I think we should, us. We thought of a really good idea. Again, I'm very sorry. Can we back to the head? Oh, Alex is...
Fine. You're free to go. I've removed the impound order on your ship. But before you go, I did have one request.
Alright, ask away.
Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Why is the board so interested in Wells anyway? Alex never mentioned Phineas Wells.
That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
Yes. What's this about the board having your head?
It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. It's... well, it's my white whale, I suppose.
What are you doing, Minicat? Alright, I'll tell you where. I can't tell you where Wells.
It's fine. Really, it's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work.
Oh no, I have stuff to talk to you about still. Jesse Doyle.
Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
I'll pay it off for her. Persuade her. Persuade, 20. She's worth a lot more alive than dead. Put her under an indenture contract. Try that
Kind
first.
and efficient. Can't say I disapprove. Although, seeing as this woman isn't a member of our crew, it'd be nice if the price weren't quite so high.
You don't have to pay out the whole
I
thing.
think you may have underestimated the size of Miss Doyle's debt. If you'll look over this itemized bill.
I am actually just curious. I don't think I have 1,000. You're charging that much for emotional anguish?
I am extremely anguished, Captain. Please respect my feelings in this difficult time.
I doubt Mr. Bedford's ever felt real pain. We could introduce him to the sort of suffering that actually constitutes extreme anguish. For the good of his understanding, of course.
Be careful you don't irritate my guards, Vicar. You might not like their rather narrow understanding of what constitutes excessive force. Unless you can offer some other means of resolving her debt, I'm afraid we have nothing further to discuss.
Well, we can try,
That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but I don't know, Captain. Just doesn't seem right.
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has every right to do whatever they like to recoup that debt. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate?
Wait, so she doesn't have much. None, I suppose. What if she doesn't work, show up for work? Kill her like you planned. She's hiding in sickbay, though. I'm sure she'll prefer work. Wait, I see. She doesn't have much.
You might be surprised. But we'll proceed on the assumption she'll be reasonable. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work? Be my guest.
What else do I have to say? Can you get me to Stellar Bay? What does it seem hot in here to you? Those locked doors in the back. What do you do here exactly?
I'm the certified representative of the board's interests here on the Groundbreaker. I'm their eyes, ears, and busy little hands.
Big fish in a small station. Nice setup. That doesn't answer my question.
I send a lot of messages. Sometimes I read them. Every once in a while, I'll impound a ship if I want to feel alive.
Uh-oh. Can you get me to Stellar Bay?
Good law. Who'd want to go to that toxic hell pit?
So, no?
No. Emphatically no. Unequivocally no. Immutably no.
Okay, well, I had to try. No would have done it. You didn't have to crack open a thesaurus.
Best to be clear, I believe.
Does it seem hot in here to you?
Law, but it's miserable. My underarms are damp. How can I be expected to work in these conditions?
Yes, how?
Chief Tennyson is supposedly looking into the cause, but I've seen no action from her. Deplorable conduct. My superiors will be hearing about it. You can be certain of that.
Why are there armed guards in here?
Oh, you've noticed my friends. Wonderful. Aren't their guns very large? Tremendously impressive.
Yeah, but their penises are
They're
very
here to
small,
keep the
so
peace, of course.
it balances it out. One, to watch your back, you mean?
Precisely. Groundbreaker makes much ado about its independent status and so resents any board presence, no matter how benign.
You call keeping officers on their promenade benign?
When the alternative is board guards at their gates, yes, I do. They don't see it that way, of course, but I can't say I much care.
What are those locked doors in the back?
A luxury stateroom, reserved for Chairman Rockwell's use.
Does the chairman visit here often? So you get to play butler to the big guy. Fun.
Oh, good law, of course not. He'd never set foot on this decrepit junk pile. As this office is the primary embassy for the board on Groundbreaker, corporate bylaws specifically state a room must be maintained for the chairman's exclusive use.
Okay.
Ask away.
Good to know. Alright, we're gonna step out of here, we'll take a break, and then we got about 30 minutes left to stream, guys. We've been very good at the jump game today, as we always are. Indeed. Alright, Vector, Gage Punk, and the rest of the viewers, we'll be right back.